Hi guys, Aaron here and welcome to the workshop. You have just been able to see my basic stats from Strava from 2018. I'm going to tell you a little bit more and I'll take out some snippets that I find interesting. So at first, bike-wise and tech-wise, I got two new bikes this year. So I got another Trek Boon as a spare bike for cyclocross, and I got the S-Works Epic for cross-country mountain biking, and I also got a new time trial bike to replace my size medium Trek Speed Concept and go to a size small. So these are the changes. Tech-wise, also a couple of different more tiny ones. Regarding the riding, I have some stats that I've prepared for you. So I've done 33 races this year in 4 different disciplines. From these, I've taken 5 wins, 4 podium placements, and a whole 2 UCI points, which is not a big thing, but for me it's a first, so I note it here. Then a lot of you asked about my power. Well, that for this year my data was a bit skewed because in January I've done an FTP test on my Elite Diretto, and that overestimated my power, and I wasn't really able to put down the same power at any point later on in the season until December. So my real power based on my actual race data, so in the beginning of the year it was around 286 watts in April, and now according to my latest real and confirmed test based on a Quarq power meter that I normally ride, that's now 315. So I think that's a healthy improvement, and I'm really focused to push it towards 330, 340 even this next year. Weight wise, of course you can't really talk about power when you don't talk about weight. That's pretty much hovering around 60 kilos. I'm not really paying attention to that too much, to be honest, because yeah, it's quite stable and I don't really think I can go much lower than that. Then I also got a question about my training load. So see, check out this graph from Strava, then you can see that my training stress score for the year in averaged out is between 90 and 100. So of course nowhere near pro level, but higher than most amateur athletes do, I think, or the majority. Then also a couple of records for my rides. My longest ride was a pretty extreme mountain bike race. It took me 5 hours and 17 minutes, as you can see here. But I think the most impressive feat power-wise that I've done in the whole year is actually this one, because I have a normalized power of 250 watts in this over 5-hour effort, and for me that's well over 4 watts per kilo, so I'm happy with that because it shows that I have pretty good endurance as well. Then the longest distance I've ridden is 175 kilometers. Well, that was just a training ride. You know, the races I do, well, there aren't really too many long races, and the long events here are not races, but you know, these Grand Fondos and stuff, and I don't really do those. And the fastest ride that I left for the end, on the flat fast time trials this year we had pretty poor conditions in terms of high crosswinds. Both of them, I've only done 2 flat time trials, and the winds were like 30-40 kilometers per hour crosswinds, so didn't really cater for fast speeds. So actually the fastest average speed that I've logged was during a time trial training ride when I've tried to get this KOM, and the speed was 45 kilometers per hour, which in time trialing is pretty slow, but the segment itself, that was 48.5, and yeah, this was on a day with no wind and very good conditions, so I think that was the potential speed I could achieve, and I'm really hoping to go over 50 km per hour next year. which with increased power and better aerodynamics shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so these are the stats I wanted to bring you, and yeah, really looking forward to the next year and what that brings. If you'd like to see how I do, then of course don't forget to tune into our channel and subscribe. Also, if you're interested in my ride data and training, then check out my Strava account. It's all for today and this year. Thanks for watching and see you next time.